Tantor Audio, a division of Recorded Books, presents John Moody, Navy SEAL, The Kola Peninsula Conspiracy, by Dick Couch. Narrated by Joe Barrett. When historians finally conduct an autopsy on Soviet communism, they may reach the verdict of death by ecocide. No other great industrial civilization so systematically and so long poisoned its air, land, water, and people. None so loudly proclaiming its efforts to improve public health and protect nature so degraded both. And no advanced society faced such a bleak political and economic reckoning with so few resources to invest toward recovery. Murray Feshbach and Alfred Friendly, Jr., Ecocide in the USSR. It's conceivable that elements of the former Soviet military are doing things without instruction. Gabriel Schoenfeld, Soviet expert, Center for Strategic and International Studies. An introduction. When I write a novel, I first come up with a theme for the story, then develop a plot around that theme. Plot development usually entails, at least for me, a problem or issue that has to be resolved by some sort of special operations response or military special operations mission. More recently, the action has been driven by a terrorist or some nefarious non-state actor, the clandestine maneuvers of an unfriendly government like China or North Korea, or an evil secret plan by a rogue element within a friendly government. With the plot in place, I then go about staffing the story with characters, the good guys and the bad guys, and setting them into motion. When I'm really on my game, the characters take over and do all the work. I just run along behind taking notes and recording what they do. When it works, it's great fun. Yet that was not the case for John Moody. Before I hatched the plot for the Kola Peninsula Conspiracy, John Moody appeared. One evening over a beer with one of my military pals, he asked me to describe the ideal Navy SEAL. Who was he? Where did he come from? What might be his background? What might be his mindset? And so on. Well, I came up with the usual bromide. He had to be fit, focused, comfortable in the water, a good runner, and really, want to be a Navy SEAL. Later on, I got to thinking, just what are the traits of this ideal SEAL? Who is this guy, and what makes him tick? Having myself struggled through SEAL training, I knew there was no such prototype. In every SEAL training class, there are those trainees who enter UDT SEAL training with a full measure of the physical and mental gifts they need to succeed, yet they fail. And in every class, there are those gray men in the middle of the pack, guys who at first glance appear to be unimpressive and marginally qualified. They seem to go along unnoticed, but they refuse to quit, and at the end of the ordeal they are still standing. So in real life, there is no ideal SEAL candidate, or for that matter, a perfect template for an operational SEAL. There is no silver bullet type who is predisposed to success, just as there are no written tests or personality inventories to test the heart of an aspiring SEAL or any other special operator. But in fiction, I can do this. I can invent this person. In fact, it's my job. After giving it some thought, if there were to be this ideal Navy SEAL, this paragon, he would be someone like John Moody. He, like Moody, would be tough, versatile, smart, maybe more crafty than smart, and a guy who likes to raise a little hell. He would lead from the front, take pride in his professional skill, and care deeply for his teammates. He would not be fearless, but could overcome his fears to get the job done. He might question his orders, but not his duty. He would never ask one of his men to do something he was not prepared to do himself. His men follow him because they trust him. His senior enlisted leaders value him because he listens to them. He has a sense of humor, and the best laugh is the one that's on him. His word is his bond. He speaks truth to power, and he knows loyalty works up and down the chain of command. John Moody is the kind of Navy SEAL and teammate we all wish we could be, or wish we could have been. In the Kola Peninsula Conspiracy and beyond, he's the best of the good guys in all my novels. He's not just one of my characters. He's my friend, my fictional teammate, and my hero. To me, he's very...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?